and doing things a little different today. This we're going to dedicate this show to Patti Freer, a friend of the show, friend to a lot of people and family. Great woman, passed away on Tuesday unexpectedly, and this show's for her. With that being said, let's do I Need a Mouse.
279, fool.
Not yet. Not yet.
You know, we kind of are idiots. Like, dude, the more I think about it, dude, like it doesn't even make sense the way we say it.
It's all right though.
No, it's awesome, dude. I can't tell you how awesome it is that we just do that. Yeah, social experience number 279.
78.
No, that next week's the big number.
Yeah, huh? No fears from the great beyond.
Oh man, wow.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do after it ends?
I don't know. I figured
289, I guess.
Yeah, right. No, I figured if we had more of a widespread audience, we'd Patreon that episode.
Yeah.
Paywall the
or
crap
just not
out of
make
it.
No. Have all this build up and not make it. Skip right to 270 or 280.
That's a possibility too. That's definitely a possibility. I don't doubt it. I'm losing my monitor.
Your mind?
Yeah, that too. But no, I wanted to cover a couple things, man, because loss in this life sucks when you lose a good friend. And I want to reiterate that quick. Not only good friend, good neighbor, and all around follows that simple role of
be a good person.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, dude, she was rad.
Super freaking rad.
And she watched this place like a hawk for you.
Us.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, times when I come and you weren't here, man, she was like, coming out the door to see you, you know what I mean? I talked to her for a while. We always made fun of you for being late when I get here before you did. She's like, you know, he's going to be late. I'm like, oh, I know. But she'd bring it up before me. It was hilarious.
That's how it's done, man. That's how you got to do it. It's, what is the term for that? People call it, fashionably late.
Yeah. Yeah, I must be one hell of a fashionista then, man. That's all I can say.
That's what I was going to say right there. But no, losing people in life sucks, man. But you got to wonder, like, what about the other side? Because, you know, some people believe there is no afterlife. Some people think there is. Some people are like, oh, you don't die. Your energy only gets converted into other energy.
Like reincarnation?
Yeah. And it's like, just imagine you get to that other side and you finally catch up with what everybody that's gone from here has been doing. And like, look at them stupid dopes over there. You know,
it ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah, right. Probably not.
But. I want to believe in like reincarnation or something like that. Like I want to believe I'm gonna come back as somebody else and blah 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 blah. But in all actuality, I know it's just gonna go dark. Everything just goes dark, and you're not here anymore.
I believe that's how it is as well. I mean, I think. I don't really know what I believe, and I've never studied up. Like, I know what I believe, but I don't know.
It creeps me out when I start reading about it.
Yeah, I don't know how to wrap my head around a lot of it because there's definitely something that, whether you want to call it the soul, energy, whatever, there's something that makes a person a person.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? And I think with all the modern miracles of science,
it's Windows 95,
right?
That's what makes a person a person.
If they were to reanimate somebody, bring somebody back out, you know, long after, or take, you know, do some fancy movie type shit, right? And clone somebody, bring them back.
Bernie, dude, they should bring back Bernie. We could have a whole weekend with him. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I'm all for Bernie.
Do you remember the movie AI with the little boy that was?
Yeah, that was creepy.
Their boy was sick, and they got the boy robot, and then something came out, and the other boy was able to be made better.
Yeah,
and they had to abandon him after doing an irreversible process. And that dude, just the end of that, I think, would be kind of not necessarily going with that movie, but if they would bring somebody back thousands of years later, I think it would be
Walt Disney.
I think Yeah, well, I think it would be kind of like they did it in the movie. Like the person was there, but it just wouldn't hold on. Eventually, it would fade away, or they'd repass. And that's kind of what it did. They lasted a day if they had brought something back with genetic material.
Well, that's like Walt Disney and Hardman Phillips being cryogenically frozen at the bottom of the mud church. Like that's wild, isn't it?
It is, dude.
Yeah, like
It is.
we discovered that too. That was ours.
But here's the thing. Let's say they revived Walt Disney from the great beyond. They got his brain, whatever they got, and they bring him back. Is his style, his cartoons, is that shit going to be acceptable
No,
in,
dude, he was
in 20,
racist as fuck.
2024,
No.
2030?
And he's going to probably have a heart attack to begin with from all the shit. Like, he's not going to know what's going on.
Right?
Like, people are whipping out phones and this and that, and he's going to be like, well, where's this latest swastika at? You know what I mean? Like, there is none, dude. Like,
half his spoken vocabulary is like already been canceled.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude. Like, yeah, that's not going to work out well.
no.
And like I get what they're thinking, but at the same time, like, dude, like things got to advance to learn. You know what I mean? You got to grow upon things to learn. If
Yeah.
he's stuck back in like 1842 or whenever it was, I know it wasn't that long, but if he's stuck back there, like he hasn't grown with everything, like technology, he don't know shit. You don't know shit, dude. We know more than he does.
Well, think about it. If there was no progression, no learning, no getting on with things and improving, shouldn't we all technically be like dressed in fur, banging rocks together, painting on walls, throwing spears?
It'd be a lot better if it was like a.
You know what I mean?
I'd be having a better time.
Dying out in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can dine in or dine out. It doesn't matter. You know?
Right.
You can eat wherever. I just want to. I'm sorry. I gotta
lighten up.
No, I'm swimming, man. And then they're like, woo. Yeah, I had to. It's just you can't dip in the pool and not swim. I wish we had a sailboat like that too, by the way. A pirate ship.
A Corsair ship?
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, and any eagle-eyed person, if you pay attention to the sails, it is the one from the intro that rolls through.
Is it?
It's there.
I don't even have it.
You're gonna have to pull it into a photo program and zoom, but it's there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I just learned how to blow up images yesterday.
So, do you know anything? I wanted to kind of cover what other religions believe about,
like the other side.
Yeah, or re-entry into life or afterlife, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, we know that there's a lot to believe. You go to a place wherever. Some say it's in the sky, not really in the sky. Some say it's in the universe somewhere.
It's all. These are all, like I said. That's why I get back to. They're all stories from a place that took money from people. That like it's just.
Do you think that? Do you think that's what it could be? Honestly, like something to give people hope in hard ass times.
Yes, dude. I think that's exactly what it is, and a way to take money from people.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. But back then,
because where's it going? Where's it going? Is God getting the money?
Do you think it was like that back then? Because was there even really money that many thousands of years ago?
Goddamn right, it was like that back then, dude.
There had to have been something, right?
Yeah, dude. That's how these churches survive. You pay for it.
What about different religions? I know. Who is it? Is it Hinduism that thinks like there's a circular pattern to life and death, and you come back, keep coming? That I think.
See, like no, and that's cool. I'd like to believe that. Like, as I came back as like a futuristic me or something.
Or what do you make about all this stuff? The little news blurbs here and there, and not talking movie stuff, actual stuff where it's actual creepy evidence of somebody remembering a different life.
I've never seen anything like that.
Did somebody solve their own murder as a different person?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
There was that story where somebody had gotten murdered and supposedly reincarnated as somebody else, and
they solved the murder of their former self.
Yes. What about crazy stuff like that? How do you explain that? Coincidence? Just
see now, like as I got older too, coincidence only goes so far with me now, man. Like because when too much shit happens like that, it's not a coincidence anymore.
No, it's got to be.
And like and I got this from when like I told you somebody was like broke into my phone and was like stalking it. You know what I mean? Like 2 summers ago or whatever. Like I was being monitored. But yeah, I like now I just like I said, when too many coincidences happen, like you need to check into it. Like
yeah, start looking at something.
Yeah, because something's not right.
The
man.
other. Yeah, it don't. Sometimes it don't add up, man.
No.
And when it don't add up, that's when it gets spooky.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't know if there's another religion possibly. I think it was a theme in a movie, but I don't know that it's a religion that or a belief that is actually held by anybody. But I think they were thinking that you just keep coming back as reincarnated as different people until you get it right in life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just keep suffering the same
Yeah.
miserable fate of life until you get it right, and then you move on to something else after that.
Level 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah, see, you're down in the basement with the warp zone. Yeah.
level 1, 2, Mario
Yeah,
Brothers.
that's what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah, but no, it's dude, it's the other thing too. I find not so much. It's hard shit to wrap your head around. Just the whole. Like eventually, everybody cashes that last check.
Yeah,
Everybody's numbers up.
that's what I mean. Everybody.
Eventually.
Yeah, no matter what, everybody. Like that's your only guarantee in life.
And obviously, loss in life. That I think anybody that knows anybody that's cared or loved anybody and has lost somebody knows that sucks.
It does suck.
The suffering that goes with the grieving, whatever you want to call it.
Even sucks when you lose people that are still alive. You know what I mean? Like it sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and yeah, you can lose them in different ways.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's as you said, when they're still alive, not even dead, they're just relationship wise or friendship or this or that.
Like it's hard.
That and then to take it to the level of death and never seeing or talking to that person, that's hard shit to wrap your head around, man.
Yeah.
I think it really is. And I've talked to different people before, just getting, opinion or their take on it. Because I can get wrapped up in it, man, just straight out depress myself if I wanted to, right?
Same here.
What's your take on it though? Like, do you know what I mean? Just like out of sight, out of mind, don't worry about it.
I try not to think about it because it creeps me out.
Creeps you out?
Yeah.
Is it because some people are just like, and they're just okay and content with, it's like, it's not something I can control. Why worry about it?
Right. And that's true. You know what I mean?
Well, it's very true. And I think that's a good lesson.
Yeah. Because you don't really know, you know what I mean? Like you have no idea how much time you have. Like,
no, definitely not.
It's scary. Like I said, it's scary.
As fast as life happens and everything else coming in
it's ridiculous. Because like I don't know, when you're like I don't know in your teens and 20s, like this is gonna last forever, man. Like you know what I mean? It's gonna fucking take forever.
So you think,
right, dude? Next thing you know, you blink and you're fucking 38, 39. And you're like, what the fuck? I just happened.
You're
like,
40, 43.
Yeah, like, but you're going like, what happened? And you don't even know what happened.
Let's see what's happening in chat here. You can always, Pearl says, excuse me, you can always hold on to the good memories and keep that person alive in your. That's true, man. Holding on to the good memories, keep them alive in your heart. Also, and I mean, that kind of goes with when you lose people that are still alive, but that can also drag you down into a deep, deep hole, remembering the good stuff about somebody. Because generally,
they were bad to go along with it.
Yeah, you start thinking of the bad too. So I think that's great advice for when you lose somebody, but not so much lose somebody that's still alive.
Right.
I gotta mute, man. I got a cough.
Next coffin.
Garrett,
you're gonna end up in a coffin.
Yeah, man. It's but like I was saying, just imagine though, where people were over here, like people were here sad, people losing people, grieving process, but on the other side, everybody's like, look at them stupid dopes, looking back at us all like,
that's the least likely to happen though, sadly.
Sadly, but it's good to think about,
Yeah, no, it's dude,
definitely good to think about.
Yeah, have positive in anything for sure. Like,
and then let's not wade into these waters without bringing it up. There was this guy. Do you remember the guy a few years back that claimed that he died, went to heaven, and brought back pictures of him in heaven on his cell phone?
No. That's awesome though.
I'm gonna try and look it up.
That's fucking rad. Do you think he did? You think he did the moon landing too?
Possibly.
Like Jesus.
Okay, so let's get this up. I don't want to have to pull up a bunch of crazy stuff.
Well, I think it's all crazy.
So this is back from 2015. So he was charging his follower. This was a a South African preacher.
Of course it was.
He was charging his followers for what he claimed to be photos of him taken in heaven on his phone. And like he ended up being mocked like routinely, like
I hope so.
memed, mocked,
Like that's a
everything
blatant
else.
lie.
Who takes their Galaxy S8 to heaven with them? Or your iPhone 13?
No.
Yeah,
You're taking a fake thing to a fake place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, no. He's like, here's me in heaven. He's like at Caesar's Palace or something. Like, Jesus. 'Cause Caesar's Palace has that like fake sky in the bottom of it.
Oh, here. Pastor sells selfies of himself in heaven after visiting God. So it's a story back from 2015 if you want to hear that. So what are you saying? You wouldn't buy those pictures from this guy?
How could you? Like, I want to see what they look like. Was he on like a big bunch of marshmallow, like fucking cotton balls or something?
Let me try and pull it up.
Did he have like angel wings on? Like he's all naughty, but he's like a 60-year-old guy with a beer gut with angel wings and white underwear on. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna try and pull it up.
Yeah, tough to anybody to look at that kind of thing.
Dead air while I'm typing it. It's hard to think and type. Okay, so how would we do this now?
I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot.
You completely forgot?
Yeah, that's why it was dead air, because it was dead brain cells too.
Yeah, I swear, if an ad comes up and starts playing, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm not. I'm just gonna laugh.
So we'll try it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring up this in. You can see it, but nobody else can see it. Man. It's let's do that.
It's awesome.
Not so much, man. Not so much.
Yes, it is, dude. Why? Like anybody? Like no, it's so awesome that people go through this kind of shit and make this kind of stuff up. Like this is their life.
What are you saying? Some people have too much time on their hands.
It's not necessarily. Everybody has the same taking trips to heaven.
I mean, they're taking trips to space, you know, and down to the Titanic.
Yeah. They're not making it back, but yeah, they're taking them.
Why not heaven, man? Why not heaven? All right, let me get back to chat. Drag that. Get back to chat. So what are you saying? Like, okay, let's throw this on the table for a moment, right?
Throw
it on the table. Heaven's a real place. They find a way to visit.
Yeah, Belinda Carlisle said it's a place on earth, if you remember.
Correct, she did.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there.
She did. And what if she was right? What if Belinda Carlisle was right?
Dude, she was right about so many things.
They found a way to visit it. Kind of like the island in Lost.
Yeah.
It was hidden, but not. And if you knew how to get there, you could. She
was such an 80s co-core. She was so hot. You were breaking up. We were never together in the first place, Pearl.
We're breaking up?
You know, dude.
Oh, the stream never, is because it's because I was.
We were never together.
I was searching for something.
Yeah, it looks like love, dude. You came to the wrong place, weirdo. Oh shit! We were never together, Pearl. We never were. No. We were friends, and that's we keep it strictly platonic.
All right, I got to bring this window up. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna do it.
Must be a heavy window, thick glass. Look at that. He's like Eddie Murphy.
So this is said preacher in heaven.
Is that him live in heaven? He should have did like a report.
So yeah, this is a story if anybody cares about it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my, what is next? You know, because we already saw the likes of Springer and then the Steve Wilkos show and all that crap going on.
But there's this guy.
And then there's this, man. Yeah.
He's so awesome. I hope they let him keep his pasture license. So he could like roam out with the other cows in the pasture.
I hope that's not a picture, dude. That's not.
It looks like he's getting high on all them clouds, man.
But regardless, you wouldn't buy those pictures? Is that what you're telling me right now?
No, dude, I'm not telling you that because I would totally purchase all of them. Like
back to the show now,
dude. Back to wow. That was our trip to heaven today.
Right?
Yeah, we ran into that guy. He was just there on vacation.
Right. But who reminds that? just the craziness involved with that. Like, who remembers to take their phone with them to go visit God and take some pictures?
Well, who gave him directions to get to heaven, dude? Okay, where like
Are you telling me there's problems with this
Google
old
Map
story?
heaven? Google Map it.
I'm not even going to do it.
I'm going to right now, and I'll tell you how we get there. All right, I'll tell you because obviously he got directions somehow.
And if you pull directions up, you're going to have to apologize to this guy, right?
Yeah, just like everybody else. You can wait in the fucking line, dude.
No, it's a thing though. Just like
search,
obviously a scam and a grab for money, like so many other things.
Okay, so there's Lock Haven, there's Vape Heaven, Haven Place.
No heaven.
No, there's no, you can't get there.
You can't Google Map or Google.
No, so how did he get instructions? How did he get directions? Yeah, I bet you he used Yahoo.
He didn't necessarily go to heaven. He visited God, and God was able to let him take the pictures of himself.
Well, how did God get from heaven? He doesn't have instructions or directions either. What's he have God?
Trying to talk about it, right? Don't you find it hard to talk about serious? You can't because it's
bullshit.
That's what I was gonna say, right?
He's like, no, Moses had the burning bush. I'm like, I think Moses was on some acid, dude. All right,
right.
If that bush was burning like you say it was,
or somebody lit a bush on fire.
Yeah. Or I don't know, somebody's just telling motherfucking stories,
And not getting down on religion, because if people believe in something and have
hope,
faith
in something, absolutely.
Have faith, have hope.
If something gives you hope, and
we're here doing a show.
Yeah.
But what would you just say about? No. Before that, about the bush, and then you said something else.
Oh, I think he was on a lot of acid.
Right after that.
They're just stories.
Yes.
But there's things to learn from. But what happened was, and this is what I believe, is there was some guy along the way, you know what I mean? And he took his book and he read it. He's like, motherfucker, I got an idea. And sure as shit, dude, that's what happened.
Well, and I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not putting down anybody's faith or hope or whatever you want to call it.
Believe in what you want. If it makes you happy, whatever.
Yeah, if that's what you need for your life, so be it. But my view on the thing is, this stuff. Let's say this stuff happened, okay? And I just we're gonna say for a moment that the Bible is true, right? And I want to just take an actual look at the not at the stories, but a look at the process for it. Let's say the stuff did happen, right? And then something would happen, and then the stories were told, and then they often weren't recorded till hundreds of years later.
Right.
Now look at a game of telephone, right? And you tell somebody something and it goes around the room. Look how much that changes in those few minutes around the room. You're telling me that story's not going to change over hundreds of years?
No, not those ones, dude. They're sacred and stone.
It's like the longest running game of telephone ever.
It's the dumbest game of telephone ever.
But that's the problem with the writing process of it. Let's saying it was true.
It's the ultimate battle of good versus evil.
You think?
Why wouldn't it? God, hell versus heaven versus hell. How isn't it?
It is.
That's where it all.
You're saying some dude had an idea.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna make people He's like, I'm gonna make people believe this shit. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm gonna make money off of it.
What?
Here you have your first preacher.
And the other thing I find strange just about belief and religion and everything, and why. And maybe I'll change my view later, today or tomorrow, next week. Who knows, right?
Yeah, well, you might have to watch The View with Whoopi Goldberg. But she's God. That's who God is. He came back as Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi.
Possibly. No, but there's a bunch of people saying, no, this way is right. Everyone else is wrong. Like, from a logical standpoint, thinking about it, who do you go with? Like,
that's how that should be your first indicator right there. So, we got different stories, and ours is right. This is just like the fight, like a race war. Well, purple's better than blue. This is stupid.
My dirt's better than your dirt.
Yes, it's just dumb. It's all bullshit.
Oh.
And I didn't see religion like this when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like, "Oh man, like this is real shit," you know? Like,
no, I went to church. I heard stories.
Like they're making you feel the wrath of God. You know, they're like, "Don't think about sex whatsoever." I'm like, "Dude, I'm 9." You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I'm like, I'm thinking about stealing that candy bar out of the fridge. You know, like Jesus.
And just speaking from a point of being a person that's been lost, been in a point of hopelessness, not knowing what to do, also being incarcerated in the past before.
I
When
thought you were
you're
taking shots at me there for a second. I was like, Jesus,
no
dude.
me, whenever you're down and out like that or incarcerated, and just get there and feeling low, and you take and read some of the stories, some of the books, some of the little pamphlets they hand out that have other stories, they can actually make you feel better,
Yeah.
just reading it, thinking about it can stir that ever turning gear in your head that you're thinking,
Yeah. God
kind
knows.
of wild.
Yeah, it's ever turning for sure.
No, he wasn't tripping Pearl. He remembered to take his galaxy with him.
Yeah, he was huffing gas. He's got in his galaxy and left, the Milky Way, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many crazy stories. That's just one that I've
Yeah.
heard in the past so many years.
It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Mankind in the steel cage match. You know what I mean? Like, it's just as much of a religion as the other ones are.
Oh yeah, dude, I know people that
Yeah,
it is wrestling or
that's
death.
what I mean,
Like,
dude. It's as much of a religion as everything else is. At least they
yeah.
get some entertainment out of it, though.
And then people that are serious about belief and whatnot are like, "Oh, you're worshiping false gods." Like, no, I just really enjoy what I watch.
I'm not worshiping anybody.
Right. I get that.
Yeah,
No, I don't know. It's a crazy thing. If you've never, I will throw this out there, and it's not like we're trying to convert anybody or get anybody to not believe
we are
or
a cult.
believe.
Yeah, we're a cult. Listen to us.
We're not a cult.
We know everything. If you don't follow us, you're gonna die.
Not to cue the subliminal music. If you've never, as a person, whether growing up or you already grown up, an adult, kid, whatever, take time and read, investigate different different religions and their beliefs, books. Find the book for that religion, check it out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of great reading, a lot of great, like if you want to study something,
Yeah, a lot of good laughs.
there's a lot of good everything.
Yeah. But it's the take home comedy of the year for sure.
Yeah, some of us, and then some of us downright terrifying.
Yeah, damn right it is.
Like what would that be? Revelations?
Yeah, the wrath of God.
But I'm saying it from a reading standpoint.
Yeah.
Like that's
terrifying.
Yeah.
Dude, the Old Testament itself is terrifying. Like, it's all just about God. If you don't listen to him, he's going to kill you, basically.
Yeah, they're two different books. I think the new is pushed more so than the old nowadays, right?
What?
The New Testament is
pushed way more?
Way more
than
the old.
Yeah, dude. Have you read the old?
Some of it, not all of it.
Yeah. You can't really push that. It's like pushing Jack Kevorkian,
That, and then if you actually look at it, like they're like going with where the world was in the past, where it was in the 80s, like society as a people, as a whole world, where we progress to now in 2023.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shit in religions that are not okay with in today's world and how we view things.
Yeah, or like all the little boys with the Catholics.
Yeah, there's that.
That's not cool either.
There is all kind of shit that, maybe thousands of years ago acceptable, but really is it? No, not today.
It really wasn't then either. Just nobody could speak up about it.
Dude,
fight the power.
Hard times. Could you even imagine?
No. I can't imagine wearing a robe all day in the sun. Like, I just, that blows my mind in itself.
Dude, there's some movie I was thinking of that I can't remember what it was, but I think it took place in those times. And there was like these rock, I don't know if they were rock creatures or guardians or whatever. I'm going to have to think about what movie that is and make a post about it.
Yeah.
I'll do some it's a crazy movie, like how it was portrayed, like life back then. Definitely a lot easier today. I much prefer today than whoever's take it was in that movie. Definitely. Wrapping up. Oh, should we say something on the puzzle? We're gonna have to give away some stuff.
Yeah, give it away now.
I didn't check all the comments. I guess I could though, huh? That would be a thing.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. That puzzle was pretty hard.
Not really,
but it was. To the naked eye, it was. In my
No.
eyes, never wear clothes.
All right, so we've had a few guesses. Basically, Big Boss and Pearl were like just taking turns, like brute forcing this puzzle on the show. I will check the email real quick while I'm talking about this, while I'm thinking about it. Trying to crack the puzzle, and it made it a lot more complex than I thought anybody ever would.
Yeah.
And it was just as simple as the title and the numbers was the whole puzzle, literally. Right?
Yes.
What was?
And we gave away the answer 10,000 times.
Yeah, what was and what was not.
Yeah.
It was 276 and was not 279.
Right. But
And that was evidenced by the what anybody that looked at it brought up the reflection.
Yep.
Clearly.
Yep. That was 279.
So keeping it that simple, not.
Yeah, I just need to know what size shirts everybody needs.
Yeah.
I got these new sweet ones. I'm not standing up, but
We're
I got
gonna-
these new sweet
We're
ones.
going to need to make like 4, maybe 6 shirts. We'll get that. And
Yeah,
some
you're going to need
stickers
one of
drawn
these
up.
too.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
But
I think the movie was Noah.
was it? Is that it, Doran?
Yeah, he's usually right about this shit.
Like, were there? Riddle me this real quick. Was it like back in like early biblical times, and there was like rock creatures that were around?
Just a bunch of Dwayne Johnsons.
No, not like
That'd be
that.
awesome,
Rock.
dude.
The Rock is awesome. He is.
Stone Cold's way
Just
better,
admit it.
dude.
I know he is, but The Rock's still badass.
Yeah,
But no, the rock creatures were like guardians or something like that, I think.
Of the WWE title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
But I'll check into it. But yeah, thank you for the words on what the movie is. I'll check it out. Definitely make a post about it if so. Check it out if you've never seen it. I was entertained, but I'm entertained by very
Yeah, he lets me come down.
I can sit there and like tap a simple beat and do that for 6 hours and not notice time fly by,
Yeah.
So I'm easily entertained.
Correct, Amundo.
Yes. Thank you, man, for throwing that in there.
Yes.
Comparative religion? What is that? If you want to throw that in, that little tidbit, Pearl.
Like, well, I think it speaks for itself. It's like
comparing all religions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what would the end goal of a class like that be? Just to expand somebody's...
Just to show it's all a bunch of bullshit.
Wow, other than that, to show
it's all stories,
what different people believe, and to compare and contrast, I guess.
Yeah, how's anybody right?
Yeah. But if there's anybody in the email, if you came close to guessing it, we'll have to get in contact with you. Other than that, we can locally deliver this stuff because there's only a couple people like trying to brute force that simple puzzle.
Yep.
Making it more complex than ever.
Yeah, I just need to know t-shirt sizes.
I'll get those. Yeah. We can get those.
Goddamn right you will.
Dude, this is tough, man. This is tough. Like, their answers were so close. So close. Like, right, almost dead on, but they weren't. Like, it was just slightly off. Tell him. We had to resort to Henry was the judge on this one. We had to bring him back to judge this shit out.
We had to resurrect him.
But he made the call close enough.
He was with Bernie.
Close enough was good as a hand grenade or a horseshoe.
Yeah, whatever. He's kicking tires, lighting fires. See, think about it. It makes no sense whatsoever. Or kicking fires, lighting tires. Why would you kick fires? You're just going to catch on fire. And lighting tires with what? A blowtorch? Like,
oh, yes.
Yes. So Nick and I have been saying this quote for like a long time, but we've been saying it wrong the entire time, and it's awesome.
That's all right, man.
No, dude, I'm telling you, it's all right. It's lovely. It makes my day.
Anyhow, just one moment. Yeah, show, as I said in the beginning for the intro, dedicated to Patti Freer. Good friend, good neighbor, awesome person.
Yeah.
If you didn't know her, I'll put a link, and if you did know her, or if you didn't know her, you missed out on a hell of a person.
Yeah.
Awesome person. If you did, there'll be a link in the description afterwards. I'll update it where you can go and sign the guest book. Services were private. That was her wishes. So she will be missed dearly. Bad Pat, as I called her.
Yeah, she was awesome, man.
We miss you. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You closing it out?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Take care of the ones you love.